Today I have a physical media haul from Thrifting. The Salvation Army here in Chicago had a few things that I picked up. Not a huge score for genre films, but I did get a few unique things and some things that looked cool to me. So let's get into it. What's up, physical media fans? I have a thrifting haul for you today. I went to Salvation Army this week. I also went to Goodwill, and I have a bit of a rant about that. I did not get anything at Goodwill, but I have some complaints. I'll start with the stuff that I did get and maybe talk a little bit about Goodwill along the way. So first, this top one, I picked this up. I look, when I'm looking at DVDs in particular, I look for unique cases because I have a huge backstock of DVDs. I don't need to add to my stock for DVDs, so I look for unique things that are in, jewel cases versus the standard DVD cases, or these slick card stock. I don't know what you call this, but I love the print on these things and how smooth they feel. I know that's kind of weird, but that's why I like some of these more unique DVD cases. So I found this Cinema Forever media set collection of Mama Roma. So Mama Roma is a film about an ex-prostitute who is trying to, go straight, and she's trying to, get out of the life of crime. And her son is mixed up with a bad crowd and getting mixed up with crime. So this movie isn't necessarily genre film. I think it's, cinema verite style, or, neo-realist or whatever, from the 60s Italian cinema. But it was banned for a long time in Italy for being obscene. And apparently folks across the political spectrum thought it was, obscene and weird. I have not seen it, but it's worth checking out, especially for that. So this case that it's in, I mentioned that it's smooth, like a thick cardstock, really, slick looking, with a beautiful picture on the front. And then it's just got a sleeve and the disc. The disc is in excellent shape. I checked it at the store. No licking on the couch. Thank you. And it has this little booklet in it. It has some information, some stills, some information about the folks. But the cool thing is it's all in Italian. So, I don't know if this was meant for an Italian market, but the print on the outside of it is in English. So anyway, I picked it up because I thought it looked cool. I'll have this in my eBay store shortly. When I check it out, make sure it's fine, which I'm sure it is because the disc is in great shape. But maybe I'll watch it. Check it out. Why was it banned in Italy for however many years or whatever? So that's the first thing. Before I get to the next one, I'll mention I didn't get any video games. I definitely looked. They had quite a few, but nothing, that was really exciting for me or worth flipping as far as putting stuff in my eBay store. But earlier in the week, I went to Goodwill, and I was very excited to see they had a new shelf. So it had 4 or 5 shelves on it that was all video games. And usually at my Goodwill that's closest to me, they have a couple of video games mixed in with the DVDs and Blu-rays. So recently they got their a separate little shelf. It's actually 2 shelves right next to each other, but they're small for Blu-rays specifically, which is awesome. It makes it a lot easier to look for Blu-rays when I'm looking for that. Like I said, I have plenty of DVDs in stock. I don't really need a lot of DVDs, but I always check it out just to see what they have and to see if there are any new video games. So anyway, they got this new big shelf with video games. I could see they had consoles on there. They had a PS2. They had an original Xbox. They had Xbox 360. So they had a few consoles. They had little bins just full of video games, all the way from PlayStation 1 games through They had Super Nintendo games. They had Xbox 360 games, so on and so forth. So they had all kinds of games going all the way back to PlayStation and Xbox, not before then, but all the way up through PlayStation 5. So I was stoked. I was very excited. I was like, oh yes, you know, my Goodwill, my thrift store has all kinds of video games. I was very excited to get into it. Once I started looking, something was striking me as a little odd. All of the prices were sky high. So I did some digging. I looked on eBay on my phone while I was looking at these games, and almost everyone, so most of them were priced what the first hit on eBay is. Not even the sold listings, it's just the listings that are on eBay, what people are asking for something. Now, that's fine. If Goodwill wants to get into the retro gaming market, good for them. You know, hopefully it makes money for them if that's what they're going for. But the problem is, the games that I saw that I was interested in, even at that price, the price you could buy it at a retro game store or eBay, which is a high price because these are not the sold prices. These are what people are asking. It's usually the top hit. The discs that I did look at were all scratched to hell. So if you're going to try to charge retro game prices and not do the vetting that retro game stores do to make sure that your discs are playable, it's just not tenable. I hope that people aren't buying these things. You know, they had a Hogan's Alley. This is off the top of my head. Hogan's Alley for 10, 12 bucks, which you can buy on eBay for 10 bucks, you know. But I don't know if that works. It hasn't been tested. They're not a retro game store. They don't have an NES hooked up in the back so they can test these things out. And I know for a fact those discs are probably not going to play right. A couple that I looked at were so badly scratched up. So they're not vetting. They're not making sure that, you know, these things are playable, and they have a no returns policy. So if you're buying these things, there's no returns. It was frustrating. I was so mad. After being so excited and getting my hopes up so high, I got really disappointed and angry and annoyed with my local Goodwill. So I'm hoping that those things sit and languish, and the people who know what they're looking for go in there and just scoff at it and move on and go look at Blu-rays and whatever. It was so annoying after being so excited. Anyway, back to Salvation Army. The next thing is not a genre film. This is called White Heat. It is apparently a show or a tour of the White Stripes and Whirlwind Heat. So it's a concert movie. It says from Brad Holland. And it apparently is some venue, some tour that they did. But again, we have this cool, it's very similar to the Mama Roma one. It's a little thinner. But this cool cover that's just a thick cardstock that has this, it's not quite a glossy finish. It's somewhere between matte and glossy, but it feels nice in the hand. The image is cool, you know, like this static old TV look. So I picked it up. You know, it was only a couple bucks. I thought it was kind of a cool find. And the disc is in great shape. Next, all right, I'm skipping this one. I'm gonna go to this one. You may be able to see what that is. I'm gonna talk about this one first, and then I'll talk about the last of the DVDs that I purchased. So the only Blu-ray I picked up from Salvation Army is District 9. I have this in my personal collection. I may even have it in stock, to sell on eBay. But this one is, it comes with a slipcover. The disc is in great shape, and it is a great film. So I picked this up because I really like this movie with Charlton Copley. I do not know how to say that guy's name. He's awesome in it. It's a Neil Blomkamp feature, and he did an amazing job with this one. Hold on, doorbell just rang, sorry. I'm back. Unfortunately, that was not a delivery for me of 4K or Blu-rays or anything, or Laserdiscs. It It was some clothes. So I'm not gonna turn this into a haul / unboxing video. Anyway, about this movie, it's got some amazing digital effects in it, and it's got great, you know, social message and whatnot. It really set the bar high for Blomkamp. So when I saw Demonic, I was disappointed in that one. This one is way better than Demonic. I've watched it a couple times. I enjoy it. This disc is in great shape. It comes with a slipcover, so on and so forth. So I went ahead and picked it up for a couple bucks at my Salvation Army. All right, here we go. You may or may not know about this movie. This is called Tiptoes. It is Matthew McConaughey, Kate Beckinsale, and Patricia Arquette's in it. So Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale are a couple, or they're early in their dating lives, and when Kate Beckinsale meets Matthew McConaughey's dad, played by Gary Oldman, she learns that his dad is a little person, so has achondroplasia or dwarfism, whatever it is. And I only know of this movie from How Did This Get Made, and people talk about how bad it is. Apparently Gary Oldman is literally on his knees for some of the scenes. Gary Oldman is a treasure of an actor. He is amazing. He is so good. Whether he is in The Fifth Element, chewing scenery and acting weird, Leon the Professional, chewing scenery and acting unhinged, or in Slow Horses, the television show, just nailing that character of the Lamb character that he plays. So Jackson Lamb is from the Slow Horses TV show, and you should definitely check it out. He is amazing. He is knocking it out of the park. Gary Oldman is a actor with a capital A. I don't know what's up with this movie, but I picked it up because it's one of those so bad it's bad movies. I thought it was kind of funny to grab it. It looks like an ex-Blockbuster video. The image on the disc is Gary Oldman. I wonder if you could see this. So it's Gary Oldman riding some kind of tricycle, motorcycle, mobility scooter thing. I don't know. So it is. That's what it is. So I went ahead and picked it up just because I thought that was pretty funny, pretty ridiculous. Oh, it's Hollywood Video. So it's ex-Hollywood Video title. So I picked it up for the bit. I thought it was pretty funny goof. For a couple bucks there. I also picked up 3 of these dark fantasy romance books from L.J. Andrews. This is what they had, but these were in great shape, so I went ahead and got them because, they look cool. They're in very good shape, so I can flip them, I can resell them. But unfortunately, out of a 9-book series, these are 5, 7, and 8, I believe. So I looked it up when I got home. Ooh, there's a bookmark in here. It is a postcard from the Karchner Caverns Big Room. In Arizona State Parks. Nice. So I got a free postcard with it. But anyway, I saw these. They're in great shape. There were a few of them, so I went ahead and picked those up so I can resell on eBay. Lastly, the last thing I picked up, I'm going to have to go get. I'll be right back with it. So hold on one second. I'm back. So, what did I get? Let's see. In this waterproof bag, I have the last thing that I picked up at Salvation Army. a VHS tape. So, why am I wearing all this? You probably guessed, but this is very moldy. So I picked up this movie just because it was the only movie on VHS that I thought looked interesting. And I went ahead and grabbed it, and I made the rookie mistake of not checking the tape before I walked out of Salvation Army. So this one is full of mold. It is grody. I didn't have to do all this. It's for a bit. I'm being funny, but this mold is insidious. I don't want to put it in my machine. It will infect my other tapes. So I don't want to do that. I am going to just toss it, throw it away. I'm going to recycle the case, but I will throw this away. I do not want to infect any of my other things. But as I mentioned in the video where I showed off the mold and taking the tape apart and showing you the mold and whatnot, it is mold that is just found everywhere. But if it has a place to collect and proliferate, like the wound up tape of a VHS, it will grow and then it can become a problem. So you do not want that. Mold eats stuff. That's kind of what it does. So I'll try to get you a good shot. You see the mold there? It's grody. So that was a bummer, and it's totally on me. Rookie mistake. I should have checked before I walked out. I checked all the DVDs, and the Blu-ray. I checked all the discs, but I got in the car and I started driving and I thought, oh, I forgot to check that VHS. And I looked and threw it on the floorboard of my car right away. So, yuck. So that's it. So that's what I picked up. Those are the things that I got from Salvation Army this week. I will keep on trying. I'll keep going out to thrift stores and seeing what I can get and looking for genre films on physical media. And I'll share that with you as those come in. But thanks for watching. You'll see me next time I post. Thanks.